Check, 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 check. Test, test. Okay. System is coming online. Start the day. Oh. My name is Dave Holden. Welcome to the microphone, Jenna Mira. If she gets it turned on here.
I want to pull all those cords out.
All right.
All right.
We're getting started late today. This is the second match of the day. And
first game.
Game one.
Yeah.
Score is 4-4. Who we got?
Brandon Kramer is serving, and Steve Goedker is receiving at the moment.
All right. Let's see if we can get our camera controller online. All right. Let's see what we got here. Camera one, camera two. All right. Love it when things work on the first try.
Yeah, kind of hold it, keep my fingers crossed at this point.
Brandon hitting as hard as ever. Wow. A little bit of air time there. Ooh,
what did
nice.
Did you have that camera on?
I don't know.
Did you have the right? Well, did you have the right camera on?
I always have the right
did
camera.
Did you have the camera? Forget it. Forget it.
That's like a silly question.
That was
Trick
impressive.
question?
I mean, he's tall and he can jump. And
yeah.
he looked very high.
It'd be a damn shame if we missed all of that, huh? Oh, that's a good shot. No?
No,
they
like
said
he
no.
says he skipped.
He has that disappointing look on his face.
You know, they hit the ball so fast and so low. It's like you have to watch their body language. That's what tells you if it's a skip or not.
It's coaching from 101 from Jen O'Meara. Let the players tell you what they think.
Shut up, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't tell the players. Read their body language.
Yeah,
that way when they lie,
I mean,
you'll
a lot of times they're, we're set up here on all the courts.
That's a great shot.
In the corner, and we don't have the best view, so it's like,
this is as good a view as you're going to get.
Sometimes you're blocked, so you just watch what they do.
Yeah, sometimes you are blocked. That's a reality for sure. You can't call them all. And that's why it's nice to play with honest players. Most of the time, you don't have to make the call. They'll call it against themselves, and you just take it for what it is. Ooh, out of the crack. Funny thing is that ball hopped right into his sweet spot. I really thought Brandon was going to play it, but he'd already resigned himself that ball was down.
Okay.
All right, score is 4 serves. No. 6 serving to 4. Steve is up 6-4.
Yeah, probably. Yes, yeah, give him a
Short serve.
Okay.
That ball just about kissed the foot fault line there. 5 feet short.
Sorry, my phone rang.
Jennifer is on the phone constantly now. She's a media mogul.
No, my phone rang.
Out of the crack. And, Brandon plays it clean. Nice. Kills the ball.
Did I miss anything?
Side out.
Did I miss? Is my score correct still?
They should correct you if it's not.
Well.
I haven't flipped anything.
Yes, just don't touch it.
Is this good?
Yeah, I think so. He's calling timeout.
Okay, so we're back from timeout. That was against, was that Brandon's timeout, I think?
Yes, I think that was
All
Brandon's
right, Brandon
timeout.
serving at 4-6. Game 1. Short serve. Oh, he's giving the fist pump, but it was 6 inches short. I was short. I did. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, we're not official referees by any stretch. Oh, okay. All
Dan
right.
says short.
The whole crowd. Okay, the whole crowd is. I just feel weird when I'm sitting here broadcasting and they ask me for a call. Most of the time I don't know, but.
You just learn that wave in front of your face. I wasn't looking. Gesture?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that one skipped. All right.
Yeah, or that, I don't know, that sort of, two-handed.
Yeah, the shrug, right?
Yeah, the shrug. That's
the girly shrug?
Yes. And the more you can accentuate your hands, the girlier and more believable it becomes.
Right. Yeah.
It could be like, what? I was shoe shopping. I didn't see it.
7 serving 4.
So.
This is the first match of the first tournament that we're deploying the scoreboard system which allows the players.
Which nobody online can see.
No, players online, you can't see it. But the players can see the scoreboard, and
the
fans can see the scoreboard, and
we've already gotten a compliment or two.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
The notion is that if the players see that the scoreboard's got it wrong, they'll tell us and correct it. So when we're announcing the score, ostensibly, the players know what score we're announcing. They can see it over here through the glass.
Well, and it's correct, which we know that I've had issues trying to.
Score's now 9 serves to 4.
Score.
Steve Goedker serving Brian Kramer. Not Brian. Damn it. Brandon. Somebody's got to put me on a leash. There's a good choice, but he leaves it up.
Oh!
That's a painful one.
Oh, man. Everybody in the crowd behind us made the same noise, too.
And now the score is 10-4. Yeah, Brandon drove Steve to the wall. All he had to do is just run it down the line. Nothing special. Skipped it. Little pop there.
Yeah.
Wants the replay.
Play that one again, I would say.
He's going to give it to him?
Brandon's getting to damn near everything.
Well, he managed to
assume that he was going to get to that.
Did you notice how he got both feet set before Steve hit that shot? That's what gives him the right to call that. See,
yeah.
He ran to the right side, stopped, and then said, I could have got to that ball. If he was still moving, I'd say, hey, tough luck, dude. You committed to the right side. He wants the call.
Man, when he winds that forehand up, I wouldn't want to be in front of it.
Yeah.
Woof.
It's got some pop, huh?
Holy smokes.
It's nice.
I think we've now replayed 2 in a row. Score is still 10 serving 4.
Yeah. He was going to hit the cross court. His straight in was clear, but the cross court was blocked. And wisely decided, no, I'm not going to put up with that crap. You've got to give me that shot. I'm allowed to say crap?
Sure.
Oh, got a break out of the crack. I don't know if the quick camera saw that clearly. The ball just chipped out of the crack. Sidewall crack. Ten serves 4 still. Short serve. A good foot. Service box is 5 feet wide. So a ball that bounces in the middle of it is 2.5 feet off. That's a great return. Cross court.
I'm getting a lot of exercise leaning forward, fixing this thing.
Well, if you want, you could move it in front of you. Anywhere you like, girl.
I'd rather leave it there and complain about it periodically.
Steve plants his feet in the middle of the court, creates that barrier, boxing zone.
Oh my God, my phone's ringing again.
Oh, it's a home run. That ball sailed right out of the court. Glass walls on this court are 16 feet high. There is no amphitheater above us, but the glass stops 4 feet short of the ceiling, which gives us a little bit of a sound, helps us to hear the squeaks and stuff in the court, and helps to get better air circulation inside of there.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Other than that, maybe they're just cheap. Is the score right? 11. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a point. We didn't flip it. Right. So the score was right at 10 serves 4.
You kept that recording up? You did.
Yes, it's recording. You laugh, but hey.
No,
I've been known to do that like every time. At some point, somebody should check the online and see if the stream is actually working worth a darn. I don't have the tools to do it at the moment. I did not break for that timeout. Darn it. Darn it. Let's see if we go left side. Great shot. Oh, he left it up. Stretches out, but he can't reach it. Right now, Brandon is standing with his back against the door. There he is. Just in our blind spot there. Yeah, it's a point. Oh, right in the center of the court.
Right.
Has to go over Steve. Oh, good get, good get. He's got so much speed. Wow. Oh, that's a great shot.
That was.
In order to hit that shot, he had to flip his wrist all the way over until it was inside out.
Is that score correct now?
I do not know.
Okay.
I think it is.
All right. We think the score is 4 serving 12. Clearly, the scoreboard hasn't cleared up all of our scoring issues. But
if we got it wrong, they've got to signal us. That's what it comes down to. They got to let us know. Timeout.
All right.
For Steve Goedker. Okay, we're back. That was our first time out for Steve Goedker.
Yeah.
Game 2. No.
Game 1.
Game one.
What are you watching, Dave? What are you watching?
Give me a break. Game 17. Here we go.
Game 17.
Brandon serving at 4 serves 12. That serve was just, God, that was so close. Skip. Point. Maybe I should switch to the backhand camera. Oh, it's a kill. 6 inches high. No doubt about that one. Steve Goedker is playing very well, just as well this year as he was playing last year. And last year he was second place in the state.
Hey, can you turn my microphone down a bit? There is a hiss.
Your sound?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I thought it was short. Yeah, I thought it was short too. Okay.
I don't know if I can turn your headset. I don't know how to turn your headset down.
Oh no? Oh, I thought you'd done that before. That's fine. I'll deal with it.
I can turn the volume down.
Yeah, maybe it's the volume. I don't know. There's just
hang
like
on a second here.
There's just like a.
How's that? Now you can't hear yourself very well. Can't hear yourself at all.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. You didn't really do anything, did you? You just touched.
No, this is. I can turn your volume all the way off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear me. I can't hear you.
There, how's that? Yeah, can you hear that? Turn it down.
I can hear you.
Okay, so that's me. I moved the wrong one of us around.
Just leave it.
All
Whoops.
Right.
We missed all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well.
5 serves 12 while we're screwing around with the microphones.
Oh, hinder. All right, Brandon is serving 5-12. Short serve.
Was it? Did you see his foot? Watch his foot.
What about?
He might be.
Foot faulting?
That one might have been. That's the first one that I've noticed, but I mean, he's got a. That's fine.
Oh,
ouch.
Light him up.
He's got a. He's very long legs, so he could easily step over that. 5. What'd you say it was?
It's 5-12. Uh-oh. This one's going to be a setup. Nice.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear.
I don't even know if the cameras could see that. It's on the other side
of
the court.
Did. That wasn't? That was a point? Oh, I thought Steve got that.
I thought he did, too.
I thought he got that. Yeah, no.
I thought he got that.
He turned around with a big grin, but obviously that was a, ooh, I almost had that, instead of a, ooh, I got that.
I thought he did get that. I think that serve was good. The boys behind are saying that it was short.
Yep. Now 6 serves 12.
Nice crack. Oh, Steve just lays it out.
And Brandon already has a nice little target mark on his calf from that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's.
Well, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it's
a nice cherry on there.
Yeah, it's gonna be an angry one in a couple hours. Through the legs.
Skip.
Did the camera catch that? Did we see that
legs?
shot? Yeah.
The camera is mounted about 4 feet high.
The camera must not have caught that.
There is a dead zone down below.
Yeah.
My guess is that
it happened right in front of me, so it probably didn't.
I mean, I was on the right-hand camera, but that doesn't mean that it can see it. The very back of the court is hard to see. It's a good get. Skip.
Steve.
I think I switched the wrong camera that time. We'll blame that one on the crowd. They made me switch cameras.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We do have a pretty good crowd behind us. You have a better view of them than I do.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a third camera that we could kind of point around with by hand. Looks like about 20 people. And there are no seats. So when you're watching from this court, you're standing as a point.
All right, Brandon's on a little roll here, coming back.
8-12.
Yes.
He's been hitting good shots the whole game. The score was not reflecting it. Oh, that's a great serve. Ace serve. A good foot over the line, no question about it. This time out by Steve Goedker. Okay, we're back. That was timeout number 2 from Steve Goedker. He is still leading, but Brandon's making a return. It's 9-12. First service, game number 1. Roll out.
Wow.
That's a nice shot.
Dang.
Did you see how he boxed Brandon into the corner? That wasn't even necessary. The way he had the zone. But it's funny how it rains when it pours.
Yeah, but even you can try to pin Brandon somewhere, and he's just so darn fast.
Really?
He's not to be pinned. So it's a good thing that Steve did what he did there.
That's a short serve.
Yeah, that was short. I agree.
Only a couple inches.
I think it's a little frightening. They turn to us for a call like we're authoritative.
Well, speak for yourself. Hello, I am authoritative. What are you talking about?
I have trouble keeping the score straight.
He's going to lob. This is the second serve. Nice cutoff. Takes control. Whoa! That ball just exploded.
Did you have the right camera on?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Look, right camera.
Oh. It was going to roll. It was too. Brandon is negotiating that was going to roll. So we should.
I think he should get half a point for it. I mean, it was a nice shot and a good explosion. He was hitting the wide splat. That ball would have hit the side wall around about like the 25-foot mark there, the dotted line. And I was kind of looking forward to seeing it hit that front wall and just skitter. How they do. A really cool splat.
So did you see that when they came out of the court? Like Steve had an extra ball just sitting here, as if he knew. Well, Brandon's probably going to explode a ball.
Only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't stop the camera that time. Sorry, folks. I'm still learning this trade.
It's 12 serves 9.
Replaying the point.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, man, he hit.
I do not think that is a replay hinder.
Yeah, Brandon, I think
it
looks like he took off. Yeah, it looks like he may have taken the wrong angle.
Right. He wanted the cutoff,
but that doesn't.
Couldn't get there in time.
Although I am curious as to whether they'll. Hang on, we'll see what they're going to do.
It's a point or a replay? Point or replay?
Yep,
replay.
Steve's giving us the.
Thank you.
On some occasions, that's the whoopity-doo. Hand signal, but in racquetball context, that's a let's replay that. Or if you're holding it up, it's this guy hit the around the world shot. But I think in this case, they're going to replay it.
There needs to be some signal for this. The no call is the official term for a point is a no call. There's a shot.
Woo.
Wow. Brandon has a very calm look on his face. That shot looked angry, but his face looks calm.
9 serves 12.
Almost a foot fault, but not quite. Here's the setup. Oh, he leaves it up.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
Rolls the wrist. He had the down the line, and he's good at it. Steve had to cover the right side for the down the line, the left side for the cross. So the front he just abandoned. Oh, he didn't jump. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
That's even if he would have jumped, I mean that hit him fairly high. That's
yeah. And Steve and I were having this conversation during the previous match, talking about when you have a setup in the middle of the court, the guy has got to move.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Steve said, "Well, at this level, I just assume they're going to jump. I'm going to go ahead and take the shot."
Well, I'm just saying in that case, and Brandon during warm-ups, he was right in front of me and he was jumping, and he did it like 10 or 12 times. Like it would have been, I easily could have scooted under him for as high gallery here.
There's been a debate about whether or not that was an avoidable call or not, and the boys have decided they're going to take the avoidable. That's a side out, puts Steve into the box at 12, serves 10. Real good sportsmanship between both guys, despite the fact that this is an intense competition going on here. That's a good get. Skip. All right, Brandon is starting to get fired up. I can see the emotion on his face now.
Well, he's now got 2 ball marks.
Yeah, whoa, look at the angry mark on his right calf.
That's his left calf.
On his right calf is a very angry mark. On the other side, you can't see it right now. There is a very angry purple mark on his right.
3 shots?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that one must have been there.
There's a good shot.
All right, it is 11 serves 12. Brandon was down significantly. I mean, I want to say like 4 or 5 to 10, 4 or 5 to 11 or 12. He is right back in this thing. 11 serves 12.
Yeah, he was never out of it in terms of the rally and play. I made that comment early on that he's playing well. Score didn't. Oh, there's a good shot. Now we're tied. 12 serves 12.
Are we still up? Is the stream still up?
Yeah, the stream went down, but I just kicked it back up.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah. The broadband here is very poor. Very poor. We have Wi-Fi access, and there's no hard line here, and telephone access is extremely limited, so I can't even use my hotspot. Oh, that hurt. The look on Brandon's face, like he's mad at himself for that.
I don't know if it looked like he might have shortened his stroke.
He was trying to punch the corner.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
Skipped it.
So that wasn't because Steve was in the way.
No.
Okay.
Mad at himself.
All right.
Mad at himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he felt like he had an opportunity to. I don't think he was trying to roll it. I think he was trying to put it down in the corner so that Steve would have to dive, and then give him the easy setup. And all he had to do was just, he's about 8-10 feet away from that shot. He was in close, like that one. Bingo, 2 bounce.
14 serves 12. Brandon now serving for the first game of
So that
this
was like
match.
a mirror image of that shot that he skipped, only this time he didn't. Same exact little poking motion in close to his hip. It's a tough shot to hit. When a ball comes into your body like that, you have to be able to just flick with your wrist. Of course, you could do that all the time, I know.
I'm sorry, what? Zoning out.
Totally ignoring me.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, were you sitting here? I think it was good.
Peanut Gallery is saying no good.
Are they going to replay it?
It looks like they might.
I think it's fair to say at match point or at game point, a serve that's only a half an inch over the line. If it's a disputed call, I'd say you replay that serve and say, look, if you do it again, we're going to give you the point. But otherwise, it's kind of a cheap way to win a game by a dispute over half an inch. At least that's how I feel about it. And it's a close match, close game, 12-14, or 14-12.
Yep, 14 serves 12.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh, my.
It was a very nice shot.
That's game 1, 15-12.
A minute while I try to...
All right, we're getting started here. Game 2, 0-0. Brandon Kramer serving to Steve Goedker. Oh, man, what a get. Ceiling. You see, rolls it. Not unusual for Steve to take the more difficult shot when he's got a setup and you're going to have to cover the open zone. And the funny part of it is, not only does he take the more difficult shot, but he hits it just as well. So you don't even get to break off that. Left it up. There's the setup. You're going to replay it. Still 0-0. You're not doing your job.
No, I asked you to please do the score while I was looking at my phone.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I was busy doing the score, whatever it is that I do. 2 bounce. All right. That's the side out. Score is still 0 serves 0. You deserved it.
Dave just ripped my face off and caught his arm on the cord to my headset.
Well,
everything went flying forward.
I do have to reach across her cord to get to the scoreboard. She refused to update. Skip.
I refused to update it.
All right. Brandon scores. It's now 1 serve 0. This is setup. Ooh, he missed it. Skipped the ball. Ball came off the tip of his racket. I don't think that he really liked that idea of reversing to the backhand. He wanted the forehand and made the decision a little bit too late. Oh, that's the one that won in game 1. Didn't hit it this time though. And now the score is 1 serves 1. Short serve.
Brandon may have been leaning the wrong way on that one. Did you notice that?
No, in fact, he's not in the camera's view at all.
No, I mean, it didn't matter since it was a short serve, but it.
Okay,
I mean,
Brandon is standing about 4, maybe 5 feet off the wall, and just barely in the view of our cameras. So, for those folks at home, there's no way for them to know what he did. Oh, wow. Steve Goedker is renowned for hitting shots like that are not unreachable, but almost unreachable. You kill yourself going for it, and in the end, you lose the point anyway. Set up. No? Deep enough?
Wow.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And Brandon sort of looked back like, what do I got to...
Yeah.
What is it that I have to do exactly?
Score is 3, serves 1. First serve.
Oh, wow. Nice serve. That thing ran right against the back wall.
So, for those who've never played against the likes of Steve, his regular serves to the corners are so intense that you got to jump. You got to jump real hard. So, when he goes to the Z like that, you're already moving towards your left, towards the backhand side, when you realize it's a Z. And it's too late to reverse yourself and get back.
Is that a point?
I don't know.
Assuming that was a point?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a timeout on the court.
I didn't know if he... Not.
All right, we're back from timeout taken by Brandon Kramer. This is game 2. Brandon won the first one.
Brandon won the first one 15-12 after being down big.
Right.
Had a nice comeback, but now Brandon finds himself down here 5-1 in game 2.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what Steve did to fake Brandon out, but he did. Whatever it was, it worked.
It was a splat shot.
Whatever it did.
It was a splat shot. And the ball picked up spin off the sidewall and kicked back to the sidewall instead of racing across the front. Brandon saw the hit into the side and instantly moved to his left where he thought it was going to go, where I thought it was going to go. And instead it kicked hard back to the right.
I never saw it hit the wall.
Yeah.
Steve's body was in my way of that.
Skip. Brandon made a brilliant effort to clear. He ran right in front of the ball, stopped, backed up, ran away from the shot, took himself completely out of the rally.
And then ran a lap around the basketball courts
made
here.
A quick run to the
he intercepted a pass
to check
on
the
dunk.
casserole he's got cooking and
and made it back almost in time.
Yeah, he's got rocket packs on his shoes. I don't know if it's legal to have rocket pack shoes.
Oh, look at this. We missed the side out apparently.
Side out, come on. There you go. Great shot. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh my.
Did you see that ball kind of
wobble in
midair? Yes, yeah. It was like it was
flitter.
Yeah,
I like it when the ball wobbles in midair.
Yeah, wow, that was again not one you want to be in front of.
It's when every time I play with Rance Mack. He wobbles the ball every other time he hits it.
Yeah. What do they call him? Laser? They call him something. Laser or cannon or I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Robin Basil. I said something about Rance, and he goes, "Oh, Rance," and they had a nickname for him because of that. I just can't remember what it was offhand.
Yeah. Oh, that was a setup. Brandon rightly knew. All he had to do is push it down the line. Steve has out of position. Could not get to it. Skipped the ball. Serving at 6-1. Ooh, that was one hell of an effort. That's one for the photographs. See, if you had the Nikon out, wouldn't have helped because of all his pillowing.
We can take a screenshot.
Yeah, but the resolution is always,
Yeah, that's true.
But that was like the reach was perfect on that. That was a textbook dive. No chance for him to reach it, but
though it's okay. Let me just start that again. It's hard to get good playing pictures here at the MAC because of this.
Yeah, the glass.
What do you call it? Bubble. It looks like little dots.
Frosting.
Like little bubbles.
Frosting. They have a frosting laminate on the glass that from the inside looks white, from the outside looks dark.
Steve's that signal was from Steve to me saying, "Hey, you idiot, you forgot to mark my point down."
Yep. Well, that's good. Ooh. Wow.
Get to everything, man.
Set up over the head. Wow,
Was that
that's
through his
incredible.
legs?
No, no.
Oh, no? Okay.
No, he just wristed it. Just kind of scraped it off the floor.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, that was a great rally. I need to go take a nap.
I'm sorry, I had the recording turned off. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You know, unfortunately, that wouldn't have surprised me. So I'm glad to hear that you're
certainly
joking.
has happened before. Okay, one serves 8?
One serves 8, yes. And I'm not sure how they're not taking a timeout because
Skip.
I would be...
That's a point.
I would have crawled out of the court asking for oxygen
now.
At this point, yeah.
Steve's taking a timeout, and we're going to take a break as well. Okay, we're back. This is game 2. And that was timeout taken by Steve Goedker after a really long rally. Wrung out all the energy, all the oxygen out of the room. And
2 serves 8 right
scores
now.
2-8. Yeah, it was 1-8. Steve immediately duffed the return of serve and said, I should have taken the timeout.
Yeah.
So that was a mistake that cost him a point. Short serve, second, 2-8. Oh, flat roll. That's a great shot. Point 3-8. So my prediction for this is we're going to go to a tie break because, after all, this is a good match, and I want a tie break.
Yeah, no, it'd definitely be fun. But, you know, in the first game, Brandon was also down significantly, so I don't think that we can...
Well, it's not a... Oh, skip. It's not a prediction like that's what I foresee. It's just what I just want.
I see. Okay, so it's more like a wish,
right?
Not
more,
a prediction.
Yeah,
okay.
kind of. Yeah, that's a fair way of putting it.
Yeah, like a pretty please, like a hope. Yeah.
Great shot, man. That is meat and potatoes there. And Brandon oversteps the shot into the corner, so that as he plays it, he's stepping back out of the corner, and gives him the momentum to just rip. Of course, that takes twice as much energy. But if you're fit as a fiddle, young as I don't know, young as young.
Young as something.
Boundless supply of energy. That's a good get. And Steve almost put it down. Skip.
I mean, he's got a hell of a reach too. Can I say hell? I mean,
yes.
he's long.
Brandon?
You know, yeah, like he is. Just his legs are long, his torso's long, his arms are long.
How tall? I'd say he's about 6 foot.
I don't know. He looks very tall to me.
Maybe 6'1". I think it skipped. The crowd says nothing. Steve
Did anybody see? Skip?
I think it skipped.
Yeah.
Very close.
Nathan over here says that it skipped.
I think it skipped. I would replay it. That's what I would do is replay it.
9?
9.
Okay. All right.
Whatever.
That's awesome. Steve correcting the score again. It's nice.
It's good. 9 serves 3.
That's nice. Because normally I would just have that screwed up on paper.
Oh.
And I would be announcing all kinds of strange things. Like right now I'd have it like 5-5, you know, instead of 10 serves 3, which it actually is.
Ooh.
Man, is that a crazy angle or just a good serve? What is that?
I told you, I faced it, and what it is he hits his backhand side flat serve so low, so flat that you have to jump really
Oh, I
hard.
see. Okay.
And so the Z, it looks just like that corner shot, that flat serve. Oh, that's a skip.
So if you stayed put, you'd have a better shot than if you were moving.
Right.
I see. Okay.
If you waited a second.
Yeah, okay.
But you can't afford it because
Right.
the serve is so good most of the time
Right.
that when he pulls out the Z, you're moving. You have to be moving. So it's
3 serves 11.
3 serves 11. Nothing to shoot at there. It's a great shot. 4 serves 11. It's a short serve.
That looks short.
Yes, it was short.
Short.
No doubt. About 2-3 inches maybe. Just enough to kiss on the other side of the red line.
Brandon, very nicely offering to slow the serve down so we can see it and call it correctly.
Well, I've got some software that does instant
well,
replay.
That's why.
But,
I mean, I was hoping that somebody other than us was making the call, but
yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
There wasn't any doubt in my mind. Perfect. That's a great shot. 5 serves 11. I think Brandon's working the refs, even though we're not refs.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm being made fun of or flirted with.
Well, I mean.
I'm teasing.
Uh-oh.
No, that's
Got
all
away
right.
with that. Bingo.
One of my favorite players on the IRT tour is Charlie Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked a little bit about the ribbing that he has to take from.
A little ribbing.
A little ribbing
Oh,
he takes, yeah. Like, which I've just experienced some of that.
Serves up. Nice. Oh my.
What did that kick off the glass weird, or did
no, not weird. Just unfortunate. I think that he passed up a chance to cut off the shot because he's got the quick hands and feet. He could have cut it off, and instead chose to wait for it to come off the glass because he thought he was going to have a setup.
I see.
And then once he saw where the setup was, it was like, oh no.
Right.
So short. There's no question Steve Goedker has a fantastic serve. From all the players that I have played with before in my life, I don't know if I've ever played with one that has a better serve than Steve. Now, obviously, there's a lot of great players around the state that I haven't actually been in the court with.
Right.
But
You're like,
not that many.
Steve's just the last on the list here.
Be fair. I've been in the court with most of the top players in the state.
Right, but
not that I've beaten any of them.
Taking
wow.
In the court, taking pictures of them with their medals doesn't really count as being in the court with them.
Oh, right. Yeah, in the court taking pictures. Right. Yeah.
I'm just
that's
teasing.
Cool.
No, it's cool. Because I usually play 2-on-1 against a guy of Steve's caliber, but I have never actually gotten to play against Steve in that capacity, but I certainly would like to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should talk him into it. Get a chance to play some doubles with him.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Well, you saw before Nationals, Rick Davenport and I got a little time with Steve Goedker.
But he had, he was playing with Walt.
And
I mean,
Podderetz.
as a 2-on-1, right.
Does that say that right, Podderetz?
I think Pedraza.
Okay, I don't understand. I don't speak Polish. That's a great get. He should have held up there. Ooh, but he made it pay.
Steve made a mistake and hit that side wall. Wait, what happened? Brandon scored, right? 7?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Brandon must have served. Your score thing just saved us some hassle.
7-11.
Yeah.
That's what the scoreboards say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's That's a great serve. Steve had to take 2 swipes at it. Backhand into the glass. Uh-oh, this is going to be a setup. Oh.
Not as good of a ceiling ball as Steve wanted that to be.
They are going to replay that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have
that was
mucus.
Just in the microphone.
I'm sorry, how's this
God.
How's that? Is that better?
Gross.
That was somebody else. Grabbed the mic,
coughed
into it, and then gave it back to me.
Right.
That's a great serve. Oh,
that's a nice shot. That was a nice shot.
The serve hit the sidewall about 2 inches high and just kicked out sideways, flat. We're back. That was a timeout taken by Brandon, I think. Steve serving at 11 serve 7. Game 2. It's a short serve.
You know, your little board here doesn't keep track of timeout. I suppose we could, but
you're right. There's no timeouts on it.
It doesn't intuitively keep track of it.
Well. Oh, that's a kill. Just killed the corner.
How come I keep knocking this off now? You're having some trouble using the technology.
12 serve 7. That's a great get by Brand. Scraping it off the floor. Oh, nice return.
Is that right on the wall? Is that why Steve had trouble? Okay.
Yep. The placement of the shot was right against the wall. Or up high. You know, you can take your pick. Up high or let it drop.
Well, I don't think they would have trouble with up high, so it had to be on the wall.
Yeah, no, you can play up high, but it's not, it's not. Ooh, whoa.
So there.
That was one of those rude little. Let's poke you. Yeah. I hope you're happy with yourself there. Now go sit in the corner. Go get. See the grin on his face. He's happy. Oh yeah, I did that.
Ooh.
I don't know if the cameras do not seem to be picking up the expression on his face. So, all right, Steve. Steve is razzing him too, I think. Wish I could hear what they're saying.
Skips.
He skipped.
Skip.
The serve was down low and flat, hit the corner, just within an inch or so of the corner, and Steve had to wait and see which way it was going to come out. By the time he got to it, it was only an inch off the deck.
So Steve serving 12 serves 8.
This is going to set up. Bingo. Did not take advantage of the setup. Brandon is more than happy to put the ball away. Brandon serving an 8-12. Just over the line. I think it was a good serve. They're playing it. Oh, they're going to call for a replay.
I thought it was,
Brandon was right there.
No, nope. Steve said the ball was down.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
side out.
Yeah,
12-8.
Brandon didn't appear to question that too much, so.
Skip.
Man, when he plants his feet, he's got good form and he gets everything on that ball. Man, I'm surprised one of these times it's just going to go through the front wall and take out somebody in the parking lot.
I don't think it's going to go through the front wall, Jennifer. We're in the basement, so.
Sort of. No, listen to me. I've watched a lot of like Roadrunner cartoons and stuff.
Oh, Roadrunner.
It's
right.
Yeah, it's gonna go through the front wall and it's gonna hit.
That's a tough shot. Jump. Oh.
It's gonna hit some lady out in the parking lot who just came to do her yoga or something, and she's gonna be walking with her yoga mat in her hand, And then the next thing, it's going to be the racquetball in her hand. And her yoga mat's going to be flying.
Okay, you work that up, and we'll put that on the air.
I'm just saying. I've watched a lot of cartoons. I know how this happens. 12 serves 8.
Is she gonna like make a wrong turn at Albuquerque? Wow.
Is it? I mean, that is where most wrong turns are made. Is it not?
I think so.
Yeah. So.
I think the time is running out for Brandon. He made another brilliant dive, but couldn't get a clean hit on the ball. I think it tipped it. And two more points, and we're heading for our
Steve sort of taking his time here. 13 serves 8 now. It's another good shot.
Yeah.
Another good shot.
See, Brandon's shot was pinpoint right on the corner, but it was 3 feet high at the back wall. And with all that power, it's carrying all the way back into the front of the court. He's probably like us, used to a slower court, paneled court. These are not paneled courts. These courts are plastered.
Brandon plays here.
Does he?
I think so.
Oh well, so much for that excuse. Short serve.
Yeah. What's your next reason in the flow chart?
I don't know. That's a.
I mean, it could be that he's. Well, I mean, he probably does play against Steve's caliber of player, so he may be used to speeds. Like he's seeing in there.
Ball's up. No.
Nope.
He's going to
call that one down.
Take the verdict. So we're heading for a tie break, folks. All right, so we're underway now.
Why don't you send me a signal? You got to. Dave's got this.
We're underway now.
Dave's got this like we need hand signals. It's like.
Well, that's because somebody won't shut up. Okay. It is 0-0 is the score. Oh, that's a skip. Side out.
Oh, Steve turns around with a big smile, like, ugh.
Oops.
Ugh.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get my hands on the controller here and see if we can't start pointing the cameras. 0-0. Brandon's in the box for the first time. Tie break. Sails it. Oh, that's a great shot. That ball was sailing directly at Brandon's belly button. If he hadn't chopped it out of the air like that, it was going to be eat it time.
It had gone through him?
Yeah.
Through the front wall?
Right,
yeah,
right. At 3 miles an hour, it would have gone through him. Point is that he was physically, I skipped.
He doesn't
I thought it skipped.
I don't even have a call.
Sorry, guys, it skipped.
The guys behind me are saying that it skipped.
It did.
I don't know.
It did. It skipped.
I
actually saw it skip.
Oh, because Dave's got like super laser eye vision.
I do. It's called ref vision. You know. You know. You can learn these things, Jen. It's a skill.
No, I don't know what happened. That's fine. I like to be surprised when things happen.
All right, score is 1-1. Get that? The 2 sounds like a number.
Huh?
Never mind.
1-2-1.
Yeah.
It's like there's a third person in the court.
Yeah. 1-1 is the score. Steve has been notoriously standing in front of Brandon the whole match, so at some point he's going to have to start mentioning to him, you know, if you don't move, I'm going to hit you. So I don't know if that's what this conversation is about.
Notoriously?
Well, okay. Habitually or unintentionally? No, he's not doing it on purpose. I'm not accusing him of blocking at all. I'm just saying that lots of times Brandon gets there so early. He's got so much time to think over what he wants to do that you can see the wheels turning. Like, should I hit the cross court? That would be a good. No, he's in the way. Okay, well then I guess I'll take this shot over here. You know. And I don't blame him at all for having to stop and think, you know, maybe I should have taken that cross court.
Quick glove change timeout here.
All right, this timeout number 1. Okay, we're back. Brandon pulled his brand new glove out of the bag, ripped the cover off of it. That one had some wobble.
Man, he hits as my father would say, he hits the snot out of the ball.
All right, 1 serves 1. This is the tie break. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Skip. Skipper. 2-1. I think this match really is up for grabs. Both guys are fresh enough to turn it on if they want, and they are both.
Is that a prediction or a wish?
What? That it would go either way?
Yeah.
You mean, or no. I'm just saying that not only is the score close, but in fact they're both playing well. They're both confident. Neither one of them is frustrated. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot.
What happened? They're did they call? Did Steve call for that again?
No, that's Brandon's point.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you?
Yes, I'm sure. That's Brandon's point. If they're going to replay it?
See, I told you, David.
Oh, that's no.
I told you. That's
Brandon,
everybody out.
Is this right? Is this right?
2 or 3? 2? Okay. See,
okay.
Now, this is just why I always generally say, don't listen to Dave.
What?
Because he doesn't know.
That was Brandon's point.
I saw Brandon's face like, oh, are you kidding me? Which.
Nice.
There we go.
No,
no question there.
What happened in that previous point is that Steve hindered Brandon, and Brandon looked like he was going to hold up, but then the ball was up. Wow.
Ooh.
Nice. He took about half off of that and just flat rolled it. What? They're replaying it?
They're replaying that?
It's 3-1?
Okay.
All right. I don't get that. I missed that. 3-1. Anyway, Brandon played the shot and put it down. But I think that Steve wanted to say, well, I stopped because I thought you were going to call the hinder. Uh-oh. That's trouble. Ooh. Cross court.
Steve is running around back here, and Brandon is so big and so quick, Steve's having trouble getting behind him and scooting around into position. I haven't noticed that previous to this, but
no.
I noticed it on the last 2 points.
Mostly Steve's been standing in the middle of the court, and Brandon's been running around him. That's just over the line. It's really close. I couldn't see it, but I'd say it was good.
All right.
It was very, very, very close. The ball was coming directly towards me where I'm seated. Makes it difficult to tell. I think that was short.
Yeah, there's no complaint there from Steve, except a short call.
I think it landed smack on the edge of the line, half on and half off the line.
You cannot see that from here, David.
I'm telling you what I think happened. Give me a break. If you can't see it from here, then where are you going to see it from,
You
Chad?
can't. You would only know if you're standing there.
Nice. Equipment loss.
Is it an issue?
Yeah.
Can you play with that?
No, I think that
Can you do that?
they're gonna.
That's
they're gonna.
interesting.
No. According to the rule book, if you have an equipment loss, that's it. You forfeit the point.
That's not what just happened.
I understand that.
All right.
If Steve understood the rules, then he would have said, "Look, I'm sorry, but you lost equipment."
Got it back anyway. He got it back anyway. It's all right.
Yeah. That's what happens when you play with no referee. If you don't know the rules well,
that's true.
You can't hold your opponent to it. It's a penalty hinder. Loss of apparel of any kind, a hat, headband, any kind. You drop something on the court, you lose that rally. The end. It doesn't have to. You don't have to prove that it affected the rally in any way at all. The only caveat to that rule is that if the referee feels that the rally was already over. So if you lose your hat.
Well, clearly that was not already over.
Right, it was not.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
If you lose your hat and then you roll the ball and it's totally roll out and there's no way your opponent could get to it, then they could say it doesn't matter what happened to your hat because you rolled the ball.
What happened?
He wants the hinder on it here, where he was handcuffed
Yeah.
by Steve. Yeah, that's a replay hinder.
No, well, he wants the avoidable.
Oh, he wants the avoidable in this corner.
He wants the avoidable.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's the issue is not whether it's a hinder, it's whether it's avoidable hinder.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So, if you take the shot and you hit him, then you get that rule invoked if you actually hit a shot that's either cross court or straight in. Not you meant to, but you actually did. So if the referee says, "Gee, I know you meant to hit it straight in, but you didn't. You were off a little bit."
Yeah.
Therefore, no penalty hinder.
All right, here we go. Steve is serving. Score
3-3.
is 3-3. Brandon, nice shot between the legs. Keep that up.
Wow, nice get. No? They're calling 2 bounce.
I guess not.
Wow. Ball's deep in the court here. Brandon is unaware of it. He's recouping his getting control of himself, marshaling his emotions. He's smart to be taking it seriously here. Don't allow this to slip away. He's at 4-3. Now's the right time to give it 100%. That's a great shot.
Wow, he had to pick that right off the wall.
Nice shot. Oh, my goodness.
Very nice shot.
Brandon really did a great job of collecting himself and focusing and turning it around and hitting a great rally. 3 out of 5 shots that he hit there were very precise, controlled shots. Needed to be. 3 serves 4?
Yep.
It's a great serve. Oh, my.
Woo.
Fantastic serve.
Why did that not come off the back wall? Just where it
landed?
It
did. It only came off about 4 feet.
Huh.
And it only got about 3 inches high.
Did they call that short?
I think Brandon wants a short serve.
Yeah, okay.
I don't. Now he doesn't know whether or not that's a playable or a second serve. Which, how do you appeal it? Is that a point? Did you mark a point?
I think they stopped.
I don't know.
He's gonna lob here. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Set up. Set up. Oh. Steve was going to dive for that and wisely decided it's not going to be worth it. It's not reachable, and let the weight come down on the knee instead of the arm. Us old guy, that's an aborted dive. I've done it myself. I know just how it is.
I'm gonna get it. Nah.
Wow, that's some really good maneuvering. Here he goes. Yep, cross court.
Nice shot. We are neck and neck here.
It's like a knife fight. This is definitely back and forth. Neither man wants to give an inch because they know that once you give this inch, there's going to be
What a knife fight.
Knife fights are in close.
Oh.
And nasty.
Oh.
You get cut up a lot. Knife fights are not fun.
4 serves 5 here.
It's a great cutoff.
Ugh.
Brandon planted his foot about so much.
Yeah.
That's 2 inches. Can I say 2 inches?
I don't know.
Right. He planted his foot about 2 inches behind that dotted line and just ripped it. Ripped it on the bounce.
5
Perfectly
serves,
legal.
5 serves 4 now. And again, I sense behind us there's a crowd of people. Can't turn my head around to see.
I don't know if the serve was good or not.
No, somebody
Very
yelled.
close.
Somebody yelled short. I thought somebody yelled short. I'm not sure who it was.
Well, either the ball hit the line or it was over the line.
Yeah, somebody yelled short.
Yeah, he's going second serve. Skip. Yeah, ball skipped. 6 serves to 4. After all of this rallying and effort, we're still a 2-point game.
Yeah, yeah.
Z-serve. Cross court.
Wow,
There's your full-on dive.
Yep. That's
Steve may have hurt himself. No.
Ah, Steve's good. Steve bounces right back up.
Now's the time for it. He's going to get out of hand. One more point. This may be out of reach. He's smart to go now. 100%. You got to contest this point right here.
7 serves 4.
Handcuffed on that. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
can
great
tell
shot.
that did not hit on the racket where Steve wanted or needed it to.
Right.
Sort of.
Right. Okay, we're back from a timeout. I don't know who called that. Did Steve call that?
You know what? I don't know who called it actually. But it is the things we do know are that it is Brandon's serve. That it's 8-4.
It's it was a very long timeout. That's way past the regulation 30-second timeout. But yeah, I'm not the boss of these guys. I think Steve
there are
dove on the last point, or
bunch
the
of
point
people
before
behind
last.
us waiting to see how this one ends.
Oh yeah, this is a great match. Broke. Yep, ball's broke.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't hear that pop?
I did hear it, but
there you go.
It didn't really. I didn't
explode.
really think that Steve hit it that hard. That it.
I think they should have to play with it until it breaks into at least 3 pieces. Come on.
You try to bounce it for the serve. Just
the ball is still one piece. They brought it out and they got it stuck on the glass here. It's one piece, torn halfway through.
Yeah.
Which I think they should have to play that.
We could tape it up. It wouldn't be hard to tape that up.
Duct
really.
tape, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard.
Tape. I like that.
We've got some. I know they've got some two-sided stuff at the front desk, and well, now we've got this issue of heating the ball up or something.
Stupid.
What is that? Well. Dave's computer is throwing up some sort of strange error that nobody's ever heard of before.
No, this is the antivirus program.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I hope it's not
that.
interrupting the stream.
No, the stream is running.
Brandon.
You certainly don't want to have all your CPU cycles go.
Brandon's serving at 8 serves 4. That's a short serve.
Ooh, it was close.
Oh, that was. Are you kidding me? That was definitely short.
No, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, that was definitely short. There we go. Steve needed to get that serve back.
Steve's feet were directly in the center of the court. 20 foot, 10 foot, right smack in the center. What are you going to do?
He is now serving at 4-8.
That Z-serve is so deceptive. Nothing.
Wow, nothing off the back wall there. Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
Second bounce was within a foot. I don't know. There's a table in my way, but it was very, very close to the crack in the back wall.
Score is now 5 serves 8.
Middle of the court.
He hit him with the racket.
Oh, contact in the swing, huh?
Yeah.
Replay? Oh.
I didn't see that, but
that was a setup that
yeah,
he hit straight down.
Yeah.
He was standing on the service line, 20-foot line, and hit it straight down. 6 serves 8. Short.
Little short.
6 feet. Yeah. Plenty. Nice touch.
Man, he
Nice
can
touch.
open up that wrist, eh?
I
Jeez,
wish I could.
Holy smokes.
I'm like super duper
just open up
tight.
that. Man,
I can't do it.
And I wonder if that comes from his paddle balling at all. He's a very good paddle ball player.
That's I've heard that he is.
Yeah.
In this region, he's the man to beat paddle ball. Oh. Steve was there, but it was off the wall. Had to scrape it off. And now we're in the realm of danger.
Yeah.
And 9 serves to 6. 2 points away from the match. Steve's got to put a halt to this right now, or it's going to be gone. Skip.
Oh.
And now it's 1 point away.
There we go.
Serving for the match, 10-6. Steve's been here many times before. No stranger to pressure. It's a good serve. Whoa. Skip.
Wow, that looked like Brandon even almost lost his footing or something. Excellent match.